rights and fight for feminism, which is just equality for women, then you wouldn't be on the stage today and I wouldn't be here asking you this question. And so if people aren't complaining, as you say, and fighting for rights, then nothing would happen. So how can you reconcile these differences?
Yeah, so first I want to say I understand your sentiment because when I was your age, I thought the same thing, that feminism is just about equality. One of the brilliant things that the left does is they repackage words.
Hello family, super excited to welcome you back to the channel. Today we'll be checking out a video from Turning Point USA, and this is titled Candace Owens calls feminism a nightmare. That sounds very interesting. So guys, if you're ready, let's get into it.
Hi.
Hi, I had an honest question for you because I feel like your grandfather's story is very inspiring. But you say that people complain so much. But if people didn't complain in those days and fight for people's rights and fight for feminism, which is just equality for women, then you wouldn't be on the stage today and I wouldn't be here asking you this question. And so if people aren't complaining, as you say, and fighting for rights, then nothing would happen. So how can you reconcile these differences?
Yeah, so first I want to say I understand your sentiment because when I was your age, I thought the same thing, that feminism is just about equality. One of the brilliant things that the left does is they repackage words. It's clearly not feminism anymore. It's designed to actually rip apart women and men, to make women paranoid about men all the time, and every industry is controlled by a man, and to make being on your own, I want to do all by myself, as aspirational, right? It's about all my single ladies, who needs a man. So just because you're using the word feminism, it doesn't mean that it is feminism, right? And as best evidenced by the fact that they just keep using it when obviously we are on equal footing with men, and unless you can tell me what you're not allowed to do as a woman in society that men are allowed to do, right? That would be like a systemic problem that we would need to fix. And so also I want to just remind you that I said earlier that you don't know true history, and when you wake up to the evils of feminism, they were fixated on breaking up the family. They liked death, right? They were creating a cult of death and destruction everywhere, all across the world. And just to be clear, the earliest iteration of a feminist that you're talking about that you deem to be heroic would be Margaret Sanger. That's a first wave feminist, and she hated me, so I feel nothing towards those feminists. And when I look around and I see women who are now crying on TikTok, and they don't understand, they did everything they were supposed to do, and I actually empathize and sympathize with them, and then suddenly they're in the world and they're making $25,000 a year and they can't do bad all by themselves, single ladies, and actually their bodies start coming online and their biology starts coming online, and they actually want to get married and have children, and they're realizing that they've stepped into a design that they were promised was going to be, as you hear, it's just going to be great, it's all going to be amazing, and it actually isn't that amazing. I don't know why. What are we even fighting anymore? Men holding doors? That's the new feminist cause? Like, no, equality means don't hold the door. No, I like when men pay for my meals. Love when my husband pays for my meals when we're recording. I like having the door held for me. In a perfect world, our society was so much better when women were involved every single day with their children before we handed them over to the Department of Education. And so I do not see feminism as having accomplished anything in our society. I actually think it was a nightmare that is being repackaged in our textbooks. So I would implore you to just do a little more research and start with Emma Goldman.
Oh, this lady Candace. I mean, name it. Every topic you raise, she's so knowledgeable, and you can see that she does a lot of reading and research. Apart from the experiences that she has, she's very, very learned. The point that caught my attention or turned me off exactly was when the lady made the statement that feminism is just seeking equality. It has never been the case. Feminism has gone beyond seeking equality for women. They are just hiding behind feminist title, and then they are doing a whole lot, pushing women against men instead of seeking the equality that they seek to get. No, it has gone beyond that long time ago, and that is why a lot of women, a lot of people are pulling out of the whole feminist agenda. Instead of it focusing on getting women empowered to do things beyond what they can do, because currently there's nothing that, or there's no law that says that a woman cannot study engineering, a woman cannot enter the army. No, there are no laws like that. So feminism seeks to empower women to do better, or to encourage them to do much more better than they are currently doing, because currently nobody's preventing anybody from doing anything. So as it has been painted, or as Candace said, that is not the case. that feminism is seeking equality. Now, it has gone beyond that, which is even breaking down family values. And that is a very, very bad thing.
Well, I equally understand everything that is going on here. And then for the fact that Candace Owens doesn't want to associate with the name feminism, it's very understandable because I think for some time now, feminism has been the topic, and then it's been a crucial matter within the society. And I equally think that the very first people that brought about the idea of feminism have already done the job. And then we, those that are coming up nowadays, are rather turning the whole agenda against the men. So before it was seeking equality for women. And I feel like most of these things that we were seeking for women have already been accomplished within majority of the societies in which we are in right now. And right now it has become a tool for which women do abuse men. A typical example is what she spoke about with the family values and then opening doors for men and then all that. We all know that right from the beginning of time, women's place have always been like to nurture children and then all that. Nobody is saying that if you get your husband involved in nurturing children, it's a bad idea. But now majority of women have tend to move away from that kind of perspective where you pay attention to your child, and whether the man is concerned or not, like you have to take care of your child. And then now we are pushing that agenda of even if he doesn't take care of the child, I can do it alone. I can stand as a woman. And after some time of fighting for all these things, you tend to realize that all these things were possibly a nightmare. You push too harder beyond your own limit, and then now you need the support of the male in nurturing a child for you. And she also gave the example of how she enjoys her husband paying for meals when they were dating and then opening doors for her. I mean, who doesn't want to be pampered? If you're in that position where a man would willingly open the door for you, I don't think you should create that perception that it's a compulsory for the man to do that because he's a man. And then if he doesn't do that, you have to stand on his shoulders to create that kind of scenario that, I mean, men are supposed to open doors for women. What is wrong with it if a woman equally opens the door for a man? It's equally beautiful. So if we are talking about equality, in as much as we want the men to treat us in a very special way, in that beautiful manner, the women should also put themselves in that position where they can equally create that kind of convenient environment for the men to flow along.
That is very, very true and solid, because as it is now in this era, the whole agenda is shifting. The goalposts have been shifted. Feminism is no longer seeking equality. It has gone beyond that. People are rather fighting. Women are rather fighting in spaces that they already occupied. They're rather fighting to gain prominence, kind of. Now we have female presidents, we have female vice presidents. It's just about what you really want to do, and then you fight towards it, and you'll be able to do it. It's not because you're a woman, that's why you're not able to accomplish certain things in society. No, it all boils down to the mentality. And that's the kind of mentality Candace, over the years, have been trying to fight. That you should come out from that shell that, oh, because I'm a woman, I can do this and this. That is not it. So guys, let us know what you think about this particular video in the comment section. What do you think? Is feminism still equal to equality? Or you think it has gone beyond such boundaries? Or you think people are using it for their own gain? Let us know what you think about this video in the comment section. And if you like this video, kindly like, share, and subscribe to our channel. Kindly recommend more positive videos like this for us, and we'll gladly appreciate it. Until next time, I'm Danny Reacts.
I'm Wil Sway, your number one music fixing you. Bye!